Hello, good evening. My name is Hope Ijego, and you're welcome to Popo Media Facebook page. It's Friday, and we usually always come here every Friday to ease off the stress for the week by talking about issues that bother you, me, and the society. But before I do that, it's our tradition to give you a little highlight about our news update on our news page. The Catholic Diocese of Ondo has begun the burial ceremony of the worshippers killed during a shooting at a church in Owo, Ondo State. PDP picks Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as Atiku's running mates. Peter Obi jet off to Egypt to study the Egyptian power generator formula. I never stole public money. You don't expect me to give you billions with no evidence of visible projects. Peter Obi replies, Reverend Father Mbaka. Delta State honors and gift tanker driver 2 million naira for averting disaster. If you're on this page, I would like you to make an indication. Feel free. This is a live interactive section. I made it interactive so I can learn from you, and you too, you can learn from me. Today, we want to talk about a very sensitive topic, masturbation. Let's talk about masturbation. Is it right or wrong? What do you think about masturbation? What does masturbation mean to you? What is your concept of masturbation? Don't forget, it's an interactive section. I'm only the host. I would like to learn from the viewers. Please feel free to float your opinion at the comment section. And it's also our tradition never to do any topic on the space without definition. So what is masturbation? Masturbation means stimulation of the genitals with the hand or sensitive objects for sexual pleasure. I'm going to take that again. Masturbation means stimulation of the genitals with the hand or sensitive objects for sexual pleasure. Some persons prefer to use their hands. Some people prefer to use cucumber, while some other person prefer to use dildo with whatever material that is sensitive enough for your genitals. Now, there is no scientific evidence that masturbation is bad for your kidney or any part of your body organs. Masturbation has been proven scientifically healthy at every level. So before we start talking about masturbation, I would like to give you a little of what it entails health-wise. Now, if you have anything against masturbation or you have anything for masturbation, spiritually, religiously, health-wise, please, I would like to read from my viewers. Now, it is also important for you to know that our research study was gotten from healthuk.com. And they also made us understand that instead of harm, masturbation poses some potential benefits like raising your mood or helping you sleep. Now it's up to you to decide to masturbate or not. Before it sounds so scary or so big or so immoral to you, don't forget 80% of teenagers and adults around you masturbate. Research has also clearly shown that teenagers from the age of 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19 mostly masturbate because they don't have access to sexual partners. They don't even have the authorized leverage to have sexual partners. So these are mostly the people who are caught up in the web of masturbation. Now, it doesn't mean that adults are exempted from it. Adults masturbate too. We're going to be talking about some benefits of masturbation. Masturbation, number one, it relieves sexual tension. You will agree with me that sexual tension is real. Sexual tension is one of those tense moments that when it comes to you, you forget your morals, you forget your religion, you forget your person in the society, you forget your personality. Sexual tension is no respecter of anybody. Sexual tension is inbuilt, is human, is part of you being human. So don't spit on the floor because you hear about masturbation or you hear about sexual tension. Now, having sexual tension is also an indication for you to know that you are healthy. If you're human and you are alive and you don't feel sexual, you don't feel sensitive, you need to go see your doctor, because one of the hormones that regulate our sexual activities in our body is connected to the brain, and it produces a metabolic chemical we call endorphins. So if you're not feeling sexy, you're not feeling sexual, you don't have the urge, you don't have the tension, there is something wrong with some of your sexual hormones and you need to get it tested. Like I said, number one benefit of masturbation: it reduces sexual tension. Now, some of the people that suffer sexual tension are single people, widows, widowers, separated people. These are the people that suffer sexual tension. Their only and quickest natural remedy is masturbation. So you can see masturbation is not so bad after all, except for the people that have religious attachments to it. That is why this section is purely interactive. I am not against your religious belief. I am not against your spiritual belief. As a matter of fact, I would like to read from people what they think about masturbation, religious-wise, spiritually, or otherwise. I want to read something from Clement Ojadi. I like reading for my viewers. The truth actually is that 70% of adults masturbate. Secondly, adults masturbate most time just for fun, while some masturbate due to unavailability of their spouse and doesn't want to have sex with someone. Conclusively, habitual masturbation has psychological effects. Wow, this is a full encyclopedia. I'm going to take note of this particular comment because it encompasses of all I want to put together. Number two benefit of masturbation. We are still on the benefits of masturbation. Don't forget, Clement just talked about the psychological effects of masturbation. Psychological effects of masturbation. Now I'm telling you about the benefits of masturbation generally, life-wise, in all ramifications. Number two benefits for sexual pleasure. Now, masturbation is a pleasure booster. It helps bring your sexuality into action. This is particularly for couples who are used to the conventional way of having sex. Some couples' sex life is so boring. It's so boring that you don't even do something different. You don't change your style. You just do the conventional style repeatedly. Some people masturbate to have a different feeling, a different sensation, a different touch rather. Now there are people who also complain like, my partner don't pay attention to my sensitive organ. You just have an erection, you just go straight to the point, you just want to have sex, you just want to come, you don't even touch the sensitive parts of your woman or your man. Now masturbation is also sexual independence. When you're masturbating, you have access to every sensitive part of your body. Yeah. When you masturbate as a woman, you could independently fondle your breast the way you want it to be fondled. You could touch your nipples the way you want it to be touched. Now, as a man, you could easily caress and arouse yourself to your sensitivity spots. So it gives sexual pleasure. Those things that your partners don't do to you when making love to you, that particular spot they don't hit, it's time for you to do it yourself. That is why I said masturbation is stimulation of the genitals with hand or sensitive organs. For women that use dildo, they know how to reach those spots that their partners has been overlooking. Another benefit for masturbation is for relaxation and stress-free. Now, there are people, like I said in the beginning, that lack endorphins. And endorphins is very important metabolic chemical in your system, in your membrane, in your body cell. It helps to reduce blood pressure. So if you don't get these chemicals often excreting and releasing in your senses, you might fall into depression. Some people actually use antidepressants. Some people use antidepressants just to get off stress. But the best formula for stress relief is sex. Now, when you have unavailability of sex, you could masturbate to also have it. It's actually health-wise have been proven that there is no side effect. I'm going to read something again from Wilson Obiazi Grace. Religion aside, I don't like masturbating. Naturally, there is no way I can touch myself and feel okay. Wow, that is another point there. She doesn't like masturbation. She doesn't feel sensitivity when she touches herself. Now, Obiazi, I like this your point so much. Now, that is very different from what we have here today. So it shows that some people too don't feel themselves, while some people actually feel themselves. Now, that brings us to the ratio where I said 80% of adults masturbate, which means the remaining 20% fall under the category of Wilson Obiazi. Some people don't feel themselves, so they can't masturbate. It's impossible for you to masturbate if you can't feel yourself. Now, this is your body. You feel it, you touch it every day. There is nothing new about it. There is nothing sensitive about it. There is nothing giving you orgasm there. There is nothing making you come. So you really cannot masturbate. You're very, very correct. Now, like I said, number 2 is for sexual pleasure. Number 3 is for relaxation and stress-free. It helps you to release some endorphins without looking for a partner to do it with you. It calms your nerves. Yeah. When you can't have a good night's sleep, it helps. That is number 4. Masturbation is a sleep booster. When you cannot sleep, research according to healthline.uk has proven that instead of you to be taking antidepressant and sleeping pills that will later on have side effects on you. We all know there is something about sleeping pills. It works anti-clockwise. One time it's working in your favor, another time it's working against you, especially when it's addictive. When you become addictive to sleeping pills, you can no longer sleep without it. At a time, it starts messing up your brain. And most of the time, sleeping pills can lead to mental illness. So, masturbation has been proven to be a natural formula for stress relief, for sexual tension, for relaxation, and it aids better sleep. Now, let me tell you something. I am not giving you a go-ahead to keep masturbating or to continue masturbating. I'm just trying to make you understand that you don't need to beat up yourself if you find yourself masturbating. And you don't need to discipline a teenager to death when you find them masturbating. Like I said, most teenagers, a lot of teenagers masturbate because they don't have access to sexual partner. They are not yet adult. The country constitution has not given them the rights to have a sexual partner. And it doesn't mean the urge will not come. This sexual urge and tension, it happens to us naturally the moment you go into puberty, which starts at the age of 10. Some people came into puberty at a very earlier age, even 9 years old. So the moment you get into puberty stage, you start having this for sexual tension. You start having this urge for sex. So don't think that you having urge for sex makes you feel like an immoral person, makes you feel like a sinner for the religious people. It's just another way of you being human. It's another way of you reciprocating to the sensitive organs in your body. Another reason people masturbate and the benefit from masturbation, it helps you to remain faithful to your partner. This is for the promiscuous people. This one is for the people that cannot keep their legs one place, that want to experience different sexual ecstasy. Instead of going around sleeping with different sexual partners, having different people coming to have sex with you, bringing different infection and different disease in your life, in your family, or bringing different DNA into your marriage, it's better you masturbate and have your cool and have your peace. But masturbation sure do have a psychological effect when it becomes addictive. Now it becomes an issue. But we're not going to talk about it today. We're going to be talking about the psychological effects of masturbation. And I urge you to join me same time next week as we go on another roller coaster issue on masturbation. My name is Hope Ijego, and I beg you to remain on Popa Media News page as we have all categories of news on our news platform. I remain your host. Love you.